Hello everyone, the Army of Otters here, and welcome back to the Unexplored Mojave. Today we're going to be looking at the Tops Hotel and Casino. Now the Tops is one of the major casinos on the Strip, so we're going to go take a look at some of the places that players might miss within the casino. Now of course the Tops is owned by Benny, so most players are probably somewhat familiar with this casino. So as we enter the Tops, we're going to be greeted by the greeter, and we have to turn in our weapons, or you can keep your holdout weapons, of course. Now, personally, the Tops is probably my favorite casino on the Strip. It just has a more laid-back kind of feel to it than the Gomera and Ultralux. Inside, you're going to see advertisements for Dean Domino, who is from the Dead Money DLC, along with some other shows. The Tops Hotel was famous for having various shows during its run before the Great War. And here we can see the casino floor with all of the gambling tables. Now, if you wish to gamble at the Tops, you can find the cashier on the second story. Over here we have the Aces Theater, and in here is one of my favorite side quests in the game. During this quest, which is called Talent Pool, we have to recruit various musicians from around the Mojave Wasteland to perform here at the Tops to improve the quality of their show. Going back down to the first level, we can find an advertisement for the Gomera, which is kind of interesting. And then if we head outside to the courtyard, we can find a pool area. Now, I'll be honest, I had no recollection of this area, and I did not really know it existed, so I was very surprised to find it. But it's just a lot of gamblers and visitors outside around the swimming pool, and you can swim in it. You can actually drown in the swimming pool if you wanted to. And then there's also a diving board, so that way people can dive into a very shallow pool. Seems very safe. But pretty cool area, and something I never knew existed. If we head in through the other pair of doors, we'll come to the Tops restaurant, which is like a diner and bar area. And this is also another place that I had no idea existed. Here we have an average locked door that we can pick, and nobody will get angry at us, so that's a little bit interesting. And inside we'll find a lot of drinks and food, which would obviously be served to guests. And over here we have some empty bottles on display for customers. Now something really weird in here is you can hear birds chirping like you were outside. Listen closely. I have no idea why it's like that, if it's a glitch, if it was just oversight because of the rushed game. Now, the bartenders in the Tops only sell alcohol. In the last video at the Gomera, the bartenders sell party favors, but at the Tops, it's much more professional, much more legal. I mean, not that the Mojave Wasteland has, like, a law enforcement, but obviously it's more, I guess, family-friendly here. On the 13th floor, we can find various hotel rooms, along with Benny's room, and obviously this is very important for the main quest if you want to side with Yes Man, you know, the courier's victory. Then behind Benny's room, we can find a hallway and then an elevator to the sub-basement. This is inaccessible to the player character unless you use console commands or a glitch, but basically that is an escape route for Benny. Now, there are those pictures around this hotel. There's actually a picture that shows Tenpenny Tower, which is kind of interesting, but most of these pictures are the same across the New Vegas Strip. And then as you can see here, this is the hotel room you get if you max out the cap winnings at the Tops, right? If you gamble a lot, eventually you'll get banned from the casino, but they also give you a reward. They give you a hotel room, so this can be used as player housing, and the bed is yours. However, when I woke up in the morning, there was a bunch of guys inside of my room, so that's a little bit scary maybe. But just kind of funny, really. And there's not much else on this room. All of the hotel rooms are copy and paste. So the next major place for us to visit is the Presidential Suite. Now, you might go here during the main quest if you accept Benny's invitation upon confronting him. Now, this confrontation will end up with you being attacked unless you're a female character, in which you can seduce Benny and kill him in his sleep. But most players obviously play as males, so you will be attacked in this room. Now, I decided to try and play pool, and I found out you can actually hit the balls around with a pool cue. I mean, it's not like the traditional way to play pool, but it's possible. Also, this table does have an indent in it for the balls to fall into, so I was kind of surprised at the detail. And again, we have these posters for various shows, including Dean Domino. Now, the rest of this room is just some cool design, and it's a very large hotel room. And actually, this bed counts as yours, so the player actually has 2 rooms within the Tops Hotel if he gets the hotel room for gambling. In this room, we had a lot of caps on the table, so I don't know what was going on in there, but kind of interesting. And as you saw earlier, there's a hard lock safe on this floor that has a lot of caps and ammunition in it. So that is the Tops Casino. Now, some quick interesting bits of information. The Tops was influenced by the Sands Hotel and Casino, along with the Mint Las Vegas, another hotel. However, both of these locations no longer exist within Las Vegas, but somewhat interesting. And last, Benny, who is the head of the casino and the chairman, who was voiced by the late Matthew Perry, was heavily influenced by Bugsy Siegel, who was a real-life mobster during the 20th century, based in Las Vegas. Of course, Benny is the central antagonist in the early parts of the game, until at least you reach New Vegas and you confront Benny for what he did to you. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any recommendations for the next location, please post them in the comment section below. Until next time.